take ya.
Fear not what you do not understand. That is the quote I chose.
Oh.
Some of you know that artist. That would be Marilyn Manson.
Mm-hmm.
He's made a career out of being controversial and kind of weird. So he struck fear into the minds of a lot of parents. Luckily for me, my parents weren't one of those. My parents grew up in the 80s. So my mom listened to bands like Motley Crue and Ozzy Osbourne.
Mm-hmm.
So growing up like that, she thought it was harmless as a kid. I mean, it was just music. They weren't violent and they weren't doing anything to harm anybody. But from her parents' point of view, it was like listening to the devil. So why did they think that way? It was a really easy answer. They didn't understand it. They were raised in a time of the Beatles and Elvis, who also were controversial at the time. The crazy thing about it is, she turned out just fine. She didn't worship Satan. The best part about it was she actually turned out to be a pretty great mom. So I was raised never to judge anything before I understood it. This has led me to do things outside my comfort zone. I went to concerts, and I made all sorts of different friends, and then began working on computers. Some people consider that weird just because not a lot of people do it. So now here I am in college for working on computers. I'm not saying you should love everything. I don't love everything. But anything I don't like, I have a reason for not liking, since I understand it. If something is legitimately bad, you should understand why it's bad, and are able to argue that. The best way to win in a debate against somebody is to know more about their topic than they do. Like the activity we did in the beginning of class, first impressions are meaningless to actually understand something. Life should be about learning all you can and experiencing as much of it as there is to. Prejudging something will get you nowhere other than being ignorant and stuck up. I've been exposed to a lot, and honestly, I'm a better person for it. Sure, some of it wasn't pleasant, but that's life. You filter out the good from the bad, and then you enjoy the bad. Or you enjoy the good. Don't restrict yourself from potential good just because you think you won't enjoy it. You may surprise yourself. I look to all the people that have affected society in a meaningful way. Many of them have been considered weird. All artists in some way are weird. Philosophers are considered weird because they think outside the box. Scientists were teased as kids because they were smarter than their classmates. My message to you today is to live life to the fullest with no judgments and free from ignorance. Learn all you can in as many areas of culture as you can. A life in ignorance can be blissful at times, but a life full of knowledge and understanding is a life fulfilled. I'm going to show you one final clip from Marilyn Manson. This was after the shooting at Columbine, which he was blamed for, and his response versus the politician's response. So here we go.
Angry, heavy metal subculture. Where were the parents?
Violent movies,
South Park.
video games,
Television. Entertainment. Satan.
cartoons,
Film. Society.
toy guns, drugs.
Chuck Rucker. Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson.
If you were to talk directly to the kids at Columbine and people in the community, what would you say to them if they were here right now?
I wouldn't say a single word to them. I would listen to what they have to say, and that's what no one did.
And as you can see, who sounds more intelligent than that? The shock rocker or our politicians? So I ask you never to judge something before you actually understand what it's about. And that's my presentation to you guys.
Well, thank you, Cameron. Wow.
3 minutes, 41 seconds.
3:41. Way to go. Thank you. Super. Oh, I love that ending. That was good.